Okie dokie, this is my sort of latest sketchbook. I finished it probably December, I probably put it in here. December 16th is when I finished it, which was right before Christmas break, and I made this pocket because I was going to go on vacation for Thanksgiving, and I had a bunch of loose paper on my desk that I wanted to be able to bring with me with my sketchbook, so I just made a little pocket for it with my bleed paper that I had to put between pages. And my friend Anna wrote, "Isn't the first page supposed to be nice?" I've never drawn on this paper before. This was a new type of sketchbook from the one that I normally use, because this is the kind that I normally use. This one was on sale and it had more pages, so that was the one I got. Alright, so there's nothing here. This first page was meant to be Dr. G. I don't know if anyone else watches that show, but I do and I like it. So then I have a picture of a guy. Anna drew circles. Anna Garcia, I don't know if anyone else has done this project in one of their science classes, but it's pretty fun. Here coming up, I'll flip this so it's just this page. I was covering something up. Yeah. If I didn't like something in this one, I just folded the page over. I got new Sharpies. I was really excited about my new Sharpies. I think that's all the drawings that are going to be on that side of the page, so I'm just going to flip this way. This was a concept for painting or drawing. Yeah, I think I painted the whole thing with watercolor, so painting I did. Some doodles, trying to get my hand to do the art thing. I do have some drawings on this side. These are just really quick poses. I was watching kids in class and like someone would like stretch or something while we were doing a project. So I did this at my neighbor's house, sitting at their table with their daughter, using some of her pens. This body was really stiff. I didn't really like the proportions. I did that. Oh, yeah. I was doing the math for a test I was going to take in one of my classes. Mermaid, merguy, pig, cow, circles, fancy. Because I had a pen that had the word fluent written on it. These are really hard to see, I feel like, but dude, flower, I don't know what that was. I started doing some thumbnails. I don't think I actually ever did that painting. Started a concept, finished it on this page, and then I was trying to decide if I wanted to use that pen or not. I ended up using it. I did this, like from a picture. I saw a picture of a mom and her kid just on the internet, and I saved it and drew a picture of it. I really liked it. I thought it was cute. Started to do that again, but I didn't really like it, so I quit. Colored pencil underneath my brush pen. I use this brush pen, the Prismacolor one, which works pretty good. I have that one. I have a brown one. The black one is kind of getting a little, like, not as stiff as it used to be, so I might end up getting a new one. Just a doodle and then 3 markers, trying to do stuff. This was a picture I did of my character and a friend's character, and he's a prince and she's like not a princess. I was drawing in this purple pen I found, and I drew an elf because everyone was talking about Christmas and I was getting kind of irritated. I was trying to doodle just in the brush pen. It looks okay. I really didn't like this when I did it, but it's not that bad. Me trying to do some sketching. I was trying to draw a character and I was having trouble getting it right. And eventually I did that, and I kind of liked this. And I wasn't completely happy yet, so I did it again. And this is what I came up with for her design. She's a ghost, so that's her when she was alive, and then her as a ghost. Just a little doodle of part of her story. One line, I did that, like, never picking up the pencil thing that you're supposed to do sometimes. Math on this page. some faces. I wasn't really liking how I was drawing 3/4 view, so I just drew an elf. I think I drew her full body later on. Yeah, I started and didn't like that one. Yeah, some watercolor and some pen. Supergirl, I love that show. Have you guys been keeping up with Supergirl? It's pretty cool. Some doodles. Something I didn't like. That girl again, and the guy that like goes with her. We're just gonna keep going. I did this one with marker first, and then I went over it with the pen. I was gonna draw Frisk, I think. Oh, here I'm gonna have to do a full page for this one. I did the mystery twins. So Mabel and Dipper. Because I was getting into Gravity Falls and I wanted to draw them. My friend drew me an elf because I was drawing an elf, and so she drew me one and gave it to me, and I taped it in. Because I liked it. And when she gave him a moose, I gave her a little dragon guy. I really like this drawing. I was trying to draw, I don't remember, like a spy or something. And it didn't work out. I really like this one too. He's cute. I used to draw on this style a lot. I don't do it so much anymore. Just a sketchy doodly page that me and my friends were drawing on. I don't like that because it was really stiff. Didn't have a pencil, so I was doodling in pen, and your color scheme is really killing my vibe right now. So I doodled this, and this kind of looks like Mabel, I think. I like this. I was drawing while we were watching Animal Farm because I wasn't that interested. So Mabel and Pacifica. Just a sketchy doodly page. I heard the story about this guy who, like, after the Paris incident, rode his bike with his piano to town. I could just see him riding up this hill, like, follow your dreams, kids. That wasn't that bad. I don't know why I folded it, but I like this, like, the bodies, and then I added detail, and I ended up not liking it, because I was, like, so nervous I was going to ruin it, and I felt like I ruined it. Hair, much less, so volume. I found these Mr. Sketch markers, and they said they were watercolor markers, so I was seeing if they worked like watercolor markers would. Just doodling in pen. This is a guy my friend drew, and I had to redraw him in my sketchbook, and then that was drawn on like black foam paper. Just colored this black with my Copic Wide, and then drew this with the white jelly roll. Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service. I think she's cute. Green page with some orange doodles. Short arms. She's not supposed to be reaching into her swimsuit. Siamese twins. I like this right here. And then that was meant to be the guy from The Hunchback, but I didn't have a reference. Girl pirate who likes to play cards. So I didn't like it, so then I drew it again. And I ended up liking that. And then Anna doodled all over this side. I was listening to Can You Feel the Love Tonight and drew that. Some more orange pen. I really like this pen. I don't know where it ended up, though. Kiki, I drew that over Holiday for Thanksgiving. I drew that over Holiday while I was watching TV. I was going to draw a precious moment that my grandpa had, but I could never quite get it right. A character of mine who is like supposed to be kind of a space slave Leia looking kind of a costume. Not quite as sexual. And I drew this when I got back to school. Another character of mine, I think she's kind of cool. She's meant to be kind of like Sherlock Holmes, sort of. Pen, I was going to do these all through December. I think I did like 3. I did that one, did that guy, did this little girl. I went back to weird 7th grade me and drew some Jane and Jeff. And I started this one. I ended up not liking it. I don't know. There's nothing wrong there. There's some sticky notes stuck in here. I liked her hat, so I drew like a Thumbelina, and I ended up making a painting of Thumbelina. Or it wasn't painting, it was a marker drawing. Lots of math. I'm going to try to skip through all the math. Some flowers. And there's lots of math again. 2 characters, I don't really know. I just kind of doodled them. Some mouths and an eye, a nose. A princess. She wasn't going to be a princess, but when I drew her, I'm like, you know what? She doesn't have a crown, but she's a princess anyway. Yep. Trying to set this up here so it doesn't fall. I don't know what this is. Probably something from school. We were at a thing at an antique booth. Drew that while I was waiting. I was working on a picture of my character's friends I never finished. Whoops. Drew my history teacher. We were done with the test and he was sitting nice and still playing on his phone. Working on a character design. You'll see more of that in the next little thing I'm going to show you. That guy. And then that's the end of that. I had a friend draw that for me. So that's done. I'm going to go through this really quick because I want to get this done. This is just a folder I got because I liked the picture on it, and then I used it because I was in between sketchbooks and it was almost Christmas, so I didn't want to go buy one. Anyway, so this is 12/12 to 12/22. I'm just going to flip through these really quickly for you. Nothing really too exciting. This was, you guys saw a little quick speed print of that. This was a redo of an old picture. I don't like that one very much. I ended up liking this one because of the color of her hair. I did another one of these, but I took it out and put it in my portfolio because I liked it that much. This chick, I drew her during school. We were supposed to be studying. I wasn't studying. More of those character designs. I was trying to draw the body for the character designs. That ended up being what I went with. And there's a finished painting of her, or drawing, and I'll be posting that soon. Excuse me. I just did this with some orange and blue paint. I had laying around from a craft. I was messing around with my markers. I don't know. I like the nose, but I don't think I like much else of this picture. You Ain't Never Had a Friend Like Me from Aladdin. Little female genie, and then I think there's one more. Yeah. Watched Lost Studio Ghibli, and then I listened to Go the Distance, and this is what came out of that. I don't really know how else to explain it. And yes, that is the end of the sketchbook video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I was going to say stay tuned for this next sketchbook, but I don't see it. Here it is. This is going to be my next sketchbook. It's the same brand, except it's just sketch paper. Here's a little preview. It's going to be a lot of studies in this one, I think, but it'll be fun. So, hope you guys join me back for that, and I'll hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Bye!